This is a premium waterproof adventure boot built to crush the absolute toughest riding conditions. But what if I told you that you can get this 10,000 rupee boot effectively for just 5,000 rupees?
What if I tell you I got this Royal Enfield Wanderer shoe, touring shoe, for somewhere around 5,000 rupees? Yes, that's true. So before we go that and discuss about the price, let's go and check out this shoe that I have bought from Royal Enfield. Okay, so the official price of this shoe are 9,990 rupees. And when you buy it from Royal Enfield official store, online store, so then they are providing you a discount in the form of a duffel bag. So I'll show you the duffel bag. This is the bag. So this is a premium Royal Enfield duffel bag, which is quite sturdy. So the material is quite sturdy. It's in the camouflage color and premium. It's not waterproof though, but it has a belt with it as well, so you can carry it as a backpack and on the back of your bike. The price that is shown over here for this bag is 5,000 rupees. So you can do the math. So the shoe has actually cost me somewhere around 5,000 rupees. And before I go ahead and start talking about this shoe, let me tell you that before buying this shoe, I did a lot of research in this price segment. And I wanted a waterproof shoe. I wanted a shoe that can comfortably cruise with me for 10-12 hours. And I wanted a shoe which has a brand name associated with it. So I checked this one, then I checked LS2 Goby, and then I checked LS2 adventure shoes as well. So these three shoes I have checked. The problem was with Goby, I was really keen to buy that, but the problem is with Goby, they have a chain zipper, and I have used a zipper shoe before. So what happens is over the time, when the shape deteriorates. Let me show you my one of my shoe that I have been using, which has a zipper. You will understand the context better. All right. Thank you for waiting. So this is one of the shoe that I've been using right now. This is TVS shoe. It's TVS riding shoe. So it has a zipper over here. If you see, this is the zipper. So the problem that happens is over the time, the shape of this area changes. And then it becomes very tough for you to zip this shoe. So right now, you can see I am facing problem even when I'm not wearing the shoe. So that's the reason I did not want to go for a zipper shoe. Because a shoe, these kind of shoes, if you do not meet with unforeseen circumstances, the shoe will go on with you for years. And if the shape changes over the year and you're not able to zip it properly, it becomes a messy scenario. Finally, I came to conclusion that, okay, either I go for LS2 adventure touring shoes or I'll go for this one. Now, first LS2 adventure shoe was somewhere around 14,000 and this was around 10,000. So I tried for LS2 adventure shoes online and the shops near my place. It was not available. Nowhere it was available. So I did not have any other option. I have to settle with this one. Now, talking about this shoe, there is one caveat. So I ordered this shoe first from Amazon. Now with Amazon, my usual shoe size is 10. The one I showed you, this TVS one, this is a 10 number shoe. If I'm not wrong, yes, this is UK 10. So I ordered UK 10 for this as well. Now What happened was with UK10, the toe box was bit cramped for me, so I was not very much comfortable while I was standing wearing it and standing at my own home. For 2 or 3 minutes, I started to feel that it's not that comfortable. So I thought if you have to wear this shoe for a longer time, you cannot compromise on these things. So then I cancelled that order, and then I ordered it from the Royal Enfield 11 size. Now, with the 11 size, when I wear one shock for with this shoe, it's not very tight. I feel my feet can move a bit inside the shoe. But when I wear two socks at the same time, it's very comfortable and very snug fit. Now you might ask why two socks, right? I'm going Ladakh this year, and then I will be going to other areas where I will go for extreme weather conditions. So I will need woolen socks at that time. And after wearing the woolen socks, if your shoe is tight at the toe box or any area, it will be uncomfortable, trust me. Okay. With all that gyan, let's talk about the protection that this shoe provides. For protection, they have used TPU. So TPU most probably stands for thermoplastic urethane. Yeah. So that's the TPU they have used in the ankle, toe box, and the heel, and also it combination with the TPR. So they have done this combination of TPU and TPR. One more thing they have provided is this rubber at the top of the toe box for you to change gears. And also there are reflector. If you see this one, these are the reflector, and they were reflected here. The shoe is heavy, man. It's not that light. Okay. Anyways, that's about the protection of the shoe that is provided. And this shoe is very easy to put on. I will put it on and will show you. But in the meantime, let me show you how easy it is. So this is the buckle. Let me unbuckle it. And there is a Velcro. So this is the Velcro at the top. So if I have to put this shoe on, what I'll do is I will buckle it up, closed. I will buckle it up, closed. That's it. So easy, see? It takes around 10 seconds. So yeah, so putting on these shoes, I think it will be breeze. Let me put them on and show you how they look. By the way, talking about this length of this shoe, on the picture when I was buying this shoe, I did not expect this to be this high. I was expecting it a bit low, but if you see the comparison, right, with this shoe, which is my normal shoe, this is what the height is. This look of the shoe is really good, and this heel, this is anti-slippery heel. So yeah, that's about the shoe. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm really sorry. The waterproof. So if you see here, this shoe, this shoe is waterproof till this area, up to here. So when I wear it, I will show it to you on my leg where exactly it comes. So somewhere here. So if you are doing water crossing or something in Ladakh or any other area, and the water is above this, then you have to either have your rain pant over this shoe, or you have to put a shoe cover which will save your shoe from the water to get into your shoe. So because the water can get inside from this area as well. By the way, if you are watching this video till now and you have liked it, please hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel and this is the first time you are watching my video, please subscribe to the channel for encouragement. All right, so let's go ahead and let me wear these shoes and show you how they feel. All right, let me wear these shoes for you and show you how long does it take. So this is the right one. I'm putting it in. And here goes the buckle. Velcro. That's it. This is the left one. Lifting the Velcro. Buckle 1, buckle 2, done. So it takes somewhere around 10 seconds for you to wear these shoes, and this is what they look like when you walk with them. So these shoes do not make you feel like you're walking like a penguin when you're walking around. So let me show you a few more walking video of this shoe. So this is how it feels when you're walking. It doesn't feel like you are wearing a tall walking shoe. I can walk comfortably. I don't feel anything which is stopping me from walking normally. As I said, since I'm wearing one socks right now, one complete one sock, it is bit. I can move my feet easily inside it, and it feels very very comfortable.
All right, time to test these boots on the road. Two things I would like to check today. One is the gear changing. Is it smooth or do I have difficulty there? And second is brake pressing. So let's see. We are out in the middle of typical city traffic. And honestly, this is much better test than a boring highway. In the city, you are constantly dropping your feet onto the asphalt, balancing the bike, shifting between first and second gear every 10 seconds. Right away, the sole grip on the tarmac is excellent. The boots don't feel heavy or clumsy when you're filtering through tight gaps. The leather joint over the ankle let you shift effortlessly when you're pressing the brake while maneuvering the traffic. This is excellent, and I did not face any issue in pressing the brakes continuously when I was in between the traffic. It will take some time for me to get used to these shoes. This is the first time I have used them on the road, but my gut's feeling says that I will love them. So I'll let you know in later in my other videos that how these shoes are performing. If you want, you can stay tuned to the channel by subscribing to it. Alright, so after testing the boots, I have reached home now. And that's the wrap for this vlog. It was hot outside, but I managed. So, did you like the vlog? Did you like the boots? Do let me know in the comment section. See you soon in the next vlog. I will be taking these shoes out soon on long tour. So see you there in those tours. Till then, goodbye.